Welcome back. As we watch the returns roll in tonight, we're going to have our scorecards trying to see who's going to gain control of Congress.
WBZ political analyst John Keller joins us live in studio now. And so, John, Republicans and a lot of neutral observers think that they have a chance to seize control of both branches.
Yeah, they definitely do, Paula and Chris. And, you know, for many years, it was not uncommon to see the White House and Congress dominated by one party. But since 1969, over a half century ago, there have been only two presidents who enjoyed 4 years or more with party control of both branches, Jimmy Carter and George W. Bush. So a return to divided government tonight would not be that unusual, but it would bring much of the Biden administration's agenda to a screeching halt. History tells us that a very bad night for Democrats tonight will be blamed in large part on the president and his sagging approval ratings, and that in turn will exacerbate speculation about someone else heading the ticket in the 2024 presidential election. And losing the Senate would accelerate the party's turmoil. Keep in mind, the map doesn't get any better for Democratic Senate incumbents in 2 years from now, Chris.
All right, and hey, is there any chance that Democrats do perform better than expected, John, and what would happen?
Well, sure, there's a chance. We'll have to wait for the voters to speak, but I really don't think it would make much difference if you get a split verdict, let's say, with Republicans taking the House, but the Senate stays in Democratic control. That just amps up the pressure on both parties to win the next cycle. And a key thing to watch for tonight is the success or failure rate of former President Trump's endorsements. There's every indication that he plans to run again, with an announcement coming soon. And if his endorsees perform well tonight, it'll make his argument for renomination that much stronger. Look, history shows us that divided government isn't necessarily a bad thing, and it's worth noting that Carter and the younger Bush didn't benefit politically from having those years of one-party control, but in the historically divisive times we live in, it's liable to lead to more of the same. Chris and Paula.
We're sorting out a lot of issues in this country. John Keller, thank you so much.